No! The last thing I wanted today was Pokemon news, let alone a major leak for the upcoming Pokemon Presents that's happening in August. Why doesn't the PokeTuber want Pokemon news? Because I just uploaded one of my best videos ever. You think you know the history of what went down in Smogon during Generation 6? You don't. I'm the only one going into these deep dives and finding out the craziest things you didn't realize were happening. But now, all that's going to get overshadowed because this is major, awesome Pokemon news. You know what? Let's make a deal. After you watch this video, please watch my Age History video, like, comment, share, notification, all that. Like, you don't understand how insane this is. Almost a decade of content creation all comes together in this video. And it's only going to get more insane from here. But now, let's talk about this. Centro Leaks posting a thing, yeah, whatever, you know, maybe keep an eye on it because data mining isn't just Ku making up stuff or a fake 4chan leak. So we have a Pokemon Masters Datamine spoiling the Nemona Pokefair Scout, and then it has a start date August 8th. Explanation: usually the first character of a new generation in Masters is released earlier along with all updates. However, Nemona releases suspiciously late. At the time, a Pokemon Presents normally takes place. So based on the data mine, people are kind of piecing together a theory about a Pokemon Presents release, but it kind of lines up with history. And then it just kind of became real. It's happening from the Pokemon Masters EX Datamine, Pokemon Presents, coming August 8th, because the devs are just that dumb. Campaign, Pokemon Presents. So there's going to be a Pokemon Masters campaign featuring Nemona that starts August 8th, and it's actually coded as the Pokemon Presents campaign. Now what? There's no way, dude. You'd think Game Freak would learn. Yeah, I know, Pokemon Masters was made by DNA and not Game Freak, but it can't be happening again regardless with all the information getting leaked from data mines. We saw it in Pokemon Sun and Moon from the demo, after it happened in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. From the demo. Fine, we'll give it to Game Freak. Demo data mine, no precedent for that. Weird that all of Oras was just in the demo, but whatever. Then we got Mega Evolutions. But then, the weirdest thing happened for Pokemon Sun and Moon. Everything was so expertly scrubbed, yet they left this stuff in. Moves, scrubbed. Base stats, scrubbed. Text, names, scrubbed. Pokedex amount, scrubbed. Pictures, in. Sprites of the entire Generation 7 decks in the demo for Pokemon Sun and Moon, just begging to get data mined. And then it happened again. Even though the devs know, like, we'll data mine Pokemon Unite, we'll data mine Pokemon Masters, Pokemon Go gets data mined every patch. That's what happened with Meltan. And then they just carelessly said, yeah, let's put Pokemon Presents as text inside of the Pokemon Masters data mine. Like, unless this is an elaborate hoax for some reason, but then there's also precedent. Like, now we have our yearly August Pokemon Presents, and it makes sense. So for some reason, the data miner thought it'd be funny to just put, like, something fake inside of it and ruin all their credibility. There's still a very high expectation of having a Pokemon Presents in August anyways. And that's where things get weird. Like, alright, what do we expect for this Pokemon Presents? Well, the Pokemon Unite anniversary is coming up. Also, Pokemon Unite in the other August Pokemon Presents, because the game just came out. You got some promos. Why not broadcast Pokemon Unite information on a large platform where everyone is waiting for news? Because Pokemon Presents are huge and hype. So we got good filler on Pokemon Unite, another anniversary coming up, and then just whatever apps, you know, Pokemon Go news. We can always make room for some of that. Pokemon Masters, because that's where this is coming from. Pokemon Cafe Mix, even. And that's where things kind of get silly, because I was looking at Pokemon Cafe Mix. They had a Mewtwo event, but then that made me realize, wait a second, we also have Pokemon Scarlet and Violet news for the potential August 2023 Presents. And it all makes sense with the Mewtwo data that was added in the last Pokemon Scarlet and Violet update. Or, like, we have the thing where it says Mew's ready to go out against this opponent, and then it ties into a Mewtwo raid. So we're finally going to get, like, an epic Mewtwo Terra raid or a legendary Pokemon Terra raid. Maybe this is still waiting for the DLC. or maybe it's filler for August. So that's just more content to make everyone happy that you can throw inside of a Pokemon news video, like when we had the Zeraora raid for Pokemon Sword and Shield. So you can just kind of announce that. So yeah, we have more than enough to put together a Pokemon Presents at a good time. Unfortunately, the 2022 Pokemon Presents reminded me of this promo for Pokemon Worlds and Play Pokemon, where they actually featured Alpha Zealot, the main source of corruption when it comes to Pokemon Company International, for not banning Wolfglick for his cheating in VGC and all the other cheaters. So yeah, like, cool, we have all this empty fraudulence, but that's another reason why we could be getting, or we should expect, a Pokemon Presents in August, because Pokemon Worlds is coming up. So just all kinds of announcements, and we are lacking on trailers for DLC, and that also is something we should expect after Pokemon Sword and Shield. Okay, Crown Tundra DLC trailer for September. This is after we had the Isle of Armor. So yeah, it just makes sense. Like, we are due for DLC trailer. Put it in the Pokemon Presents. Make it a big thing. We had a trailer for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet in 2022. 2021 was information about Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl and Pokemon Legends. So we got trailers for those. Got to see a lot of gameplay, got a lot of hype, and then we got individual breakdowns as everything kind of expanded. So we could actually get a pretty good Pokemon Presents when it comes to info. Now, if it's what people want to see or what people are expecting, that always leaves disappointment on the table. But yeah, this all makes sense and it all lines up. The only potential disappointment for me is that there's not going to be a Pokemon Battle Revolution 2 announcement or an official battle simulator, which is needed more than anything. And since we don't have like a big main series game, I'm not expecting a competitive trailer like we saw for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, Pokemon Sword and Shield at Worlds. So this is the pre-Worlds, get everything ready, get hype kind of Pokemon Presents. That still makes sense. Now, there could still be some kind of super, mega, crazy, insane Game Freak project reveal at the end of this Pokemon Presents, but like I said, we got too much going on. Potential update for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Terra Raid events, which also makes sense since we just concluded the Rillaboom event. Maybe a Mew distribution to kind of help with that, or maybe that's just like a secret Easter egg that wasn't supposed to be figured out, but the data mine kind of spoils that. And then we have Pokemon Masters, Pokemon Unite, maybe Pokemon Sleep, just kind of like, hey, this is popping off right now, and a lot of other things. And then we have 2 DLCs to get trailers for. Wait, thinking about it, that's perfect for the Pokemon Presents to happen in August, because we don't have the release dates for either DLC, and I'm calling it now. Both DLC get their release date in this Pokemon Presents, and then with like that trailer and some more information, maybe figuring out a few other things or some big reveal, yeah, I think that's enough for a Pokemon Presents. And then we have the Teal Mask, and then we have the Indigo Disc, and then it's the end of the year, and then it's Pokemon Day in 2024. Just like that. We are already covered for over the next half year of Pokemon, and there seems to be a good amount of content. And then we can expect whatever insanity is planned for the future when it comes to Pokemon on Pokemon Day. But maybe, just maybe, I'm still holding out hope. Like, there's 2 things I always want to see in a Pokemon Presents. Gotta bring back battle replays, please, for the love of God. And then we also need an official battle simulator so the cheating stops having problems. But all the cheaters in VGC still need to be banned even after that releases. So, there we go, guys. Watch my video. That's the most important thing here. And outside of that, yeah, we got some excitement, some cool things all coming together for Pokemon. And like I've said in my video breaking down like the Mew news and the distributions and stuff going on, the Charizard event, that surprise mystery gift ended up not being like the Mewtwo Terra Raid or a surprise Mew gift, which I did predict a bit, but we do have this for the Dark Charizard, Dark Terra 0006. That's right, there's 1,000 Pokemon now, so we have that, and then that kind of leads into some other things. And what I touched on in that video is that we actually have enough interesting things just kind of chaining along in Pokemon to keep us held together till Pokemon Day, and that now includes a Pokemon Presents. Cool. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.